All right, if I can have your attention, we're going to roll into our next media availability here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now joined by Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 M&M's Toyota. Kyle, hometown event for you. Always glad to be back, I'm sure. Won here in 2009. What would it mean to win here again this weekend?
It would mean a lot. You know, this is a place that I enjoy coming to and trying to run well, and we've run well here in the past a few times. It's been a while since we've been able to go to victory lane here since 2009. So we'd like to change that around here this weekend, but not looking so bright right now. So.
All right, with that, we'll open it up to questions. Please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation. We'll get a mic to you. Start with Jessica.
Jessica Ruffin with NASCAR.com. With you being a Las Vegas race and them just announcing a second Las Vegas race in 2018, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's awesome. It's a great opportunity for the city of Las Vegas to have another race here and for NASCAR to be able to come to town now 2 times. I look forward to that and having more chances to win here, but you know, it's certainly you know, probably a long time coming. The racetrack's always done a great job of being able to fill the seats. I think it's because obviously there's a nightlife here and people have things to do that they can do more so than other places. And you know, coming back here in a September month, it's going to be hot. It's going to make for a slick racetrack, that's for sure. I was hoping that they would, you know, take into consideration a night race, but too much nightlife to run a night race. So you know, obviously that's not going to happen. But all in all, it's going to be a great opportunity for the city and for the fans that come out here and support this racetrack.
All right, we'll go to Mark here in the middle.
Mark Garrow, PRN. Kyle, when NASCAR announced the segments, drivers talked about, you know, how important these points would be, not only the race points but the playoff points. It seemed like last week that times in segment 2 people were racing hard for 10th and 4th and 3rd, just trying to gain a point. Have those points, as this starts to go on farther into the season and they start to add up, will they take on more importance, the playoff points and the race points that are up for grabs?
They will, definitely. Unfortunately for us, we've only been able to score 10 points of those bonus points that have been available through all the rounds. We won the first round in Daytona and was the first ever round winner, segment winner, whatever, stage winner. Damn, there's so many words for it. Figure it out. You know, and then ever since then we haven't gotten any. So, you know, that doesn't bode well for our chances for being able to go through the whole chase, you know, riding on points. You know, we're not scoring them, so we need to be able to get back to where we need to in order to score those points and have that opportunity to excel in the chase and you know, more importantly, get back to victory lane too.
We'll come over here to Jeff.
Jeff Gluck from jeffgluck.com. Kyle, where are you guys missing it right now? Do you have any idea? And are you concerned that, given that, you know, the first mile and a half tracks haven't gone great for Toyota, is that going to linger through the season?
No, I mean, I think there was a good run going for Eric Jones, actually, last week. You know, he probably should have finished 6th to 8th, 9th maybe, somewhere in there. And, you know, the 78 car was running okay as well, too. I don't know where the rest of our cars were running. Obviously, Matt had a decent day. He was able to overcome a couple penalties and get back to where he needed to be. So there's some strength there. For me in the 18 car, though, we're just lacking the ability to have the amount of front turn in the race car that I'm looking for because of this lack of downforce. They took a lot of front downforce away from the car, and apparently I rely heavily on that, being able to cut through the corners. So, you know, we got to get a little bit better aero platform going, balance-wise, aero balance as well, too, through the corners, and figuring out how to do all of that through our setups in the race car. So we're trying some different things each week in order to try to get better, to find something that I like, that we can move forward with through the year. Sometimes you start slow and you got to build up to it, and other times you're right on it right from the start. So we're just not there yet.
Were you anticipating that the lower downforce package was going to hurt you guys a little bit, or was this a surprise?
I don't think that this was a surprise to anyone that the lower downforce package was going to hinder anybody. You know, we all knew it and expected it, and we worked on it through the off season as best we could to get ready and prepare. But there's some other groups that maybe have done a better job of preparing for it than we have. So, you know, we just got to go to work on some fundamentals and some things that will get our race cars feeling better. feeling better alone, feeling better in traffic, being able to pass cars, having the speed that we need to have. It seems like we can have the speed for 1 or 2 laps. You know, we qualified pretty decent last week. It seems like a couple of our teammates here this week have a couple good qualifying efforts in practice there. So we just got to get better with the long haul.
Additional questions for Kyle? Right over here to Joe.
Joe Medzer, FoxSports.com. I apologize, Kyle, if you've been asked this, but the speeding penalties last week, are you worried about the new timing lines here, and why has that become such a challenge for everybody?
The biggest thing for all the timing lines and the more timing lines that we have now is you don't have any time to give back. So you used to be able to have bigger segments. So if you got over on speeding and you saw it, then you could try to give back a couple lights and then get back to normal speed again. So you had a little bit of leeway to do the give back. But now the segments are so tight that when you look down and you see it, you're like, oh, wow, okay, you try to slow down, it's too late. You know, you're already through the next timing section, and so you're busted. So that's the biggest thing that all of us are kind of fighting week in, week out. So you kind of have to come back off of how hard you were pushing everything before a little bit and try to modulate just a little bit better and work up each week to your parameters that you're comfortable with.
Any additional questions? All right, Kyle, thank you very much for coming in.
got it.
Good
Thanks.
luck this weekend.